Riley and Courtney Casey are the founders of Ambition Strikes, a channel built around one clear idea. If you want a different life, you have to build it yourself. What began as a desire to move beyond traditional 9 to 5 jobs has grown into a full-time journey followed by more than 1 million subscribers who watch them take on large, complex projects step by step. One of their boldest decisions came when they bought a decommissioned Navy missile patrol boat. Where most people saw a retired military vessel, Riley and Courtney saw their next chapter. After transporting it across the country, they began transforming it into a long-range expedition vessel for their family. As the rebuild progressed, sandblasting exposed serious corrosion in the hull, forcing Riley to cut away damaged aluminum, remove trapped, water-soaked plywood, and weld in new marine-grade panels to restore the structure properly. Alongside the structural work, they added an off-grid water filtration system capable of drawing and purifying lake water, and installed a direct-vent propane heater to make winter living possible. The goal is still the same: complete the refit and eventually make their way north to Alaska, fully stepping away from land-based projects and into life on the water. However, long before the boat, their journey started with something much smaller, a custom truck camper. Fueled by their love for skiing and mountain biking, they designed and built it from the ground up. It gave them the freedom to travel without taking on heavy debt, and proved that they could create practical living spaces with their own hands. That first build gave them confidence and direction. Soon after, they purchased raw land in northern Idaho with no utilities or structures in place. Instead of hiring contractors, they committed to developing the property themselves. A major milestone was installing a full off-grid electrical system powered by solar energy. It was large enough to run their home, workshop, and heavy equipment, allowing them to operate independently from the grid. Designing and wiring the system required research, patience, and hands-on problem-solving. As their skills grew, so did the size of their projects. They constructed a 30 by 40 post-frame barn dominium that included both a living apartment and a spacious workshop. Completing the structure in just a few months demanded long days of framing, roofing, and finishing work. It became the central hub of their homestead. Winter conditions in northern Idaho pushed them to think creatively. Instead of parking their vehicles during heavy snowfall, they engineered custom snow tracks for an older Jeep, turning it into what they call the Snowverlander. The build allowed them to travel across deep snow and showed their willingness to experiment rather than rely on expensive commercial solutions. Before this lifestyle, both Riley and Courtney worked conventional jobs. While stable, those careers did not provide the sense of ownership or creativity they wanted. They began filming their builds simply to document progress, but their transparency and steady uploads gradually attracted a loyal audience. Over time, YouTube revenue, brand partnerships, merchandise, digital project plans, and their coffee line allowed them to turn the channel into a sustainable business. Their estimated net worth is around $1.4 million, built through consistent content, product sales, sponsorships, and the long-term value of the assets they have created. The growth has been gradual, reflecting years of disciplined effort rather than overnight success. Family now plays a central role in their decisions. In 2023, they welcomed their first son, Oliver Sam Casey, who arrived prematurely and quickly became part of daily life on the homestead. In 2025, their second son, Dean William Casey, was born. Parenthood has added deeper purpose to their work, shaping how they approach risk and long-term planning. At its heart, Ambition Strikes is about steady progress. From a handmade camper to a self-sufficient property, from custom snow tracks to a converted naval vessel, Riley and Courtney continue to take on projects that stretch their abilities. Their story is not built on shortcuts. It is built on patience, skill, and the decision to keep moving forward.